Okay, so you've received your nice new BT-11, and the first thing we do is put the battery in it. Notice these notches here at the end. Take something sharp to get in here. Separate the back cover. Pull it right off. Notice the piece of sponge rubber keeps the battery from flopping around in the case. Now, let's put the battery in. It's a standard flat 9. All right, battery's in. Put the cover back on so that this piece of sponge rubber keeps the battery in place. There we go. Now, first thing you got to do, the power knob, need something to point with. Right. The power knob is also the on-off. So we give it a turn, clicks, it's now armed and ready. It's not doing anything yet. We need to select how long we want it to run. That would be the timer. Well, let's say we want it to run for 20 minutes, which Bob Beck says is the proper time for a session. Now, the start button is right here where it says start. You give this a push, and we now have the blue light is flashing in response to the modulation setting. In this case, we got it set at 2 hertz. Notice that it flashes faster at 4, 7.83 is even faster, 10, 20, to where it flashes so fast we can't see it flash. And eventually, it comes around to 0.5, which is on for a second and off for a second. So this blue light indicates that there is output available to the ear clip unit. The ear clip unit plugs in here. Okay, so far so good. Now it is normal for this blue light to go out when you get the ear clips actually attached to your ears. And I could simulate that by touching these metal pads together. There you go. We know we have output, we just confirmed it. But it may or may not show blue light with the clips actually on your ears. Okay, now you can adjust the amount of amplitude, how strong the signal is, with the power knob by rotating it. Notice that the blue light gets brighter in response to the higher output. The timer, as I said, is set to 20 minutes. It'll turn itself off after about 20 minutes. Carrier frequency is adjustable from approximately 1,000 hertz to about 840. There's details on how to adjust that in the instruction sheet supplied with the unit. When the battery runs low and it's time to replace it, this LED right here will light up. Now, I don't have a weak battery to demonstrate this, but what we can do is take the battery out and hook up my laboratory power supply to show you what happens if you have a weak battery. Alrighty. Now this is an adjustable power supply that I can give it any voltage I want. Right now the blue light's on. Voltage is sufficient. However, if we reduce the voltage down to about 2 volts approximately, this yellow light will eventually come on. There you go. Now, when that yellow light comes on, hey, it's time to change the battery. That's all there is to it. So once again, we open the back up, Put a nice new, take out the bad battery, put in a new battery. Button everything up. Battery goes in here like this. Make sure the sponge rubbers against the battery. And away you go. And as for the various settings, experimentation and research will give you the best answers as to what does what. There's valuable information in the Bob Beck Protocol Handbook and other Google searches. And there you have it. Now I need to turn this off.